Mixing on headphones
is a dangerous move.
if you want your mixes to sound just like your favorite tracks. The truth is that headphones are no longer a backup plan. Nowadays, you can see top charting engineers and producers use them on daily basis. I will break it down how to choose the right ones, avoid mistakes while purchasing them, and finally make accurate mixing decisions. People misunderstand mixing on headphones. It's no worse, just different than mixing on monitors. When you're listening on monitors, sound waves interact with your room before hitting your ears. You get natural reflections, subtle phase interactions, and that crucial crossfeed. On the other hand, headphones blast audio directly into each ear. No room reflections and no crossfeed. The result is hyper-wide stereo image and exaggerated panning. Sometimes it can also get you unbalanced low-frequency response. Your mix sounds great on headphones inside your DAW, but terrible on other systems. The good news are, once you understand those differences, you can easily compensate for them. And there is one tool that works no matter which headphones you use, but we will talk about it later. This might be a little bit controversial, but in my opinion, once you get used to the sound of your headphones, you can get a great mix even on a consumer-grade cans. But I don't recommend it, especially if you're starting out. I've used and tested a fair amount of models, and well, it's true what people say. Open back headphones are a way to go. From a technical standpoint, they offer much more natural frequency response, and the sound is actually coming through your ear cups, so it reduces more resonances and the pressure you have inside the cans. And let me tell you something, it's by far the closest experience to using monitors straight out the box. Yeah, straight out the box, because there are some applications and software solutions to kinda open the cans, even on closed back headphones. But it's not that you should avoid closed back headphones. They offer way more isolation, just like those Adam Audio ones, which are also really tight. Closed back are way more precise if you work on tiny details, but unfortunately put you in a risk of making common headphone mixing mistakes. First one being hard panning. On headphones, hard panned elements sound like they are glued to the sides of your head. It's jarring and unnatural. Keep extreme panning to minimal or use subtle delay and stereo widening effects to get the width you want. Speaking of your ears, headphones press sound directly into them. That's cool for working on details, but much more brutal when it comes to fatigue. Take breaks and don't trust your ears if you start to feel a little bit tired. Mixing too loud is also a very bad idea, since you can easily get a feeling that something sounds better and fuller when it's loud, but the truth is that it's not. If you have a chance, don't rely on just one pair. I would say that 2 to 3 pairs are ideal, but don't get me wrong, don't just go to your local music store and buy 3 studio-grade headphones and max out your credit card. It's actually smart to just have 1 pair of pro studio headphones and a bunch of different consumer ones you probably already have. But the good news are, you can cheat a little plus save some money. There are a few software solutions, both to correct the frequency response as well to emulate studio spaces by opening cans. The most trusted one is obviously Sonarworks, with profiles for most headphones out there. Recently, Lewitt also entered this market with their correction emulation plugin, but to be fair, the most experience I have is with VSX. Good thing is that it's a software-hardware pair, so every single emulation is tailor-made for the specific headphones you own. My own take is that using any of those software models, especially those that emulate studios, on a open back pair kinda makes no sense. But the frequency correction is actually way better. But what if I told you that good gear, like a pro-grade one, is only a half of your success? Just like I mentioned earlier, the more experience you have, the better you will be at targeting specific frequencies and diagnosing the problems. The tool that comes to mind is our reference plugin. It closes the gap between mixing in your DAW just to get frustrated about results on other systems. I know we were talking about listening aspect, but a little bit of visual feedback Doesn't hurt. But going back to your ears and training them, we just launched a brand new tool, EQ Academy, which is totally free by the way. It's like a personal trainer to become a master at EQing. Think I don't need to say that it also works great to learn how your headphones sound and learn how to actually mix on them. All the useful links are down in the description, and if you want to learn more about our tools and some mixing and mastering hacks, then don't forget to click that subscribe button.